In our previous example, we looked at how to nest different decision-making blocks. This was great and it helped us in a lot of different ways. And we use this a lot in programming, so we have to know how to plan it so that we can program it. But now we want to look at a situation where we need two conditions to be true, but we want to put it in one decision block. So how are we going to do that? Well, there's a very easy way, and it's called a Boolean operation. Now, different programming languages will handle this differently, but remember, a flowchart isn't a programming language. It's more about how are we going to try to do something. So let's take a look at how we're going to do that. I've got something set up already here, and you can kind of take a look at this. It's got the starting time and a score. We ask for user input for both time and score. So what are we going to do with this? Well, we're going to work on a situation where a user must meet a certain score and do it within a certain time in order to actually win. They can have a score but not the time, they're going to lose. They can get in on time but below the score, they're going to lose. So let's see how we're going to do that. We're going to start with our decision block. And I'm going to connect it like that. And we're going to come in here just as we normally do and say time is less than 60 and score is greater than 100. Now you're going to notice that my text is going outside of the decision block. It makes it a little harder to read. So I'm going to simply select the box and I'm going to make it bigger. Now all my text fits inside that decision block. And so this is a real nice easy thing. I can select the edges, click on one of the sizing handles, resize it, and it fits. The and is the important part. It says the first condition and the second condition must both be true for the whole thing to be true. Now sometimes we only need one condition to be true. And then in that case, we're going to use something called a Boolean Or, O-R. And we can write it out as or. And that means the first condition or the second condition can be true. So let's get back to this one real quick. We have a score and a time. If both of those conditions are true, then we're going to come over here and we're going to print out a simple little message. So we just print out U1. We're going to connect these two items. That's a yes. Come out here to our bottom one. Print. Please try again. And once again, I'm going to connect those items. Finally, we need our end terminator. So I'm going to come down here, type an end, connect that, and then connect it off the print U1. That, of course, is going to go to our flow line like that. So that is how we create a decision where we have two different conditions that have to be met. Now, could I have done nested conditions for that? Yes, of course I could have. But this is a little bit faster and easier to write and create. And it's something that, as programmers, we're going to use all the time. And therefore, it's just as easy for us to understand. So even if you don't understand it now, you're going to find out that coming up in more practice, you're going to easily understand this. And then you get the benefits of that speed just in not having to write extra decisions. And you get the speed of reading it a little bit faster as well. Hopefully you found that useful. If so, you might want to check out our next video, which is going to be on how do we make good decisions. Look forward to seeing you there.